EPP Group is one of the oldest political groupings in the European Union, and from its formation in 1953, just 7 years after the Second World War, it has been at the heart of European integration. Now, at a time when Europe's reunification is being celebrated, 20 years after the fall of communism, the EPP Group has decided to share its legacy by launching a book on 56 years of its history. The book celebrates not only the history of the group and European integration, but also the increased importance of the European Parliament, which, from its beginnings as the Assembly for the European Coal and Steel Community, has grown into a directly elected body that represents 27 nations and 500 million citizens, as its author Pascal Fontaine explains.
The aim of this book was to show that in the period from 1950 to 53, up until today in fact, it is our group that has always been ahead, that has always been the initiator of the most important achievements in Europe. The EPP Group is without a doubt the leading force in the European Parliament. The European Parliament itself, it must be stressed, during all those years, and especially since 1979, since its direct election by universal suffrage, has grown in importance.
You've had a long history with the group. Can you tell us what for you stands out from the last 50 years in the group's history?
I think that what has most marked the group's activities is a continuous commitment to a European community. Europe has experienced many crises, many difficulties, many surprises, and it was important to stick to a certain red line, a guiding line, a certain conviction. And the Christian Democrat EPP Group has in fact always been loyal to the original conception of Europe, that of our Christian Democrat founding fathers, Robert Schuman, Konrad Adenauer, Alcide de Gasperi, Jean Monnet, and this line was very clear and effective. We must exercise sovereignty of our states together, so that our states act in a wider framework that allows them to better express themselves, to have more power and to better uphold their values.
Exercer ensemble les souverainetés de nos États pour faire agir nos États dans un cadre plus large qui leur permet de s'exprimer mieux, d'avoir plus de pouvoir et de pouvoir mieux défendre leurs valeurs.
The book was launched at an event in Parliament that afforded Group Chairman Joseph Daul an opportunity not only to look back at past achievements, but also to look to its future.
Memory and history are very important for a political group and also for the people that follow us and that will one day read about what we have done, why we have built this Europe, why we have had 60 years of peace, which is also thanks to these men, these founders of the EPP Group. The future, we have to prepare the future now. Enlargement, just how far we go. What the group must now reflect on is its geopolitical thinking.
In a reference to the title of the book, he said also that the European voyage had not been without difficulties, referring specifically to Czech President Václav Klaus, or surprises, mentioning the special summit next Thursday at which European leaders are due to choose the President of the European Union. In the preface to the book, former President of Parliament, Hans-Gert Püttering, remarks on how the group can be proud that it was the Christian Democrats in particular who began the work of reconciliation and integration in Europe. Only if we know where we have come from, can we know who we are and where we want to go, he writes. When first founded 56 years ago, the group had 40 members. Today, this has grown to 265 from 26 member states of the EU. The EPP Group continues to be the most influential force in the European Parliament since 1999, working towards increased unity and a Europe of values. To find out more about its policies, visit our website, eppgroup.eu. Thanks for watching and happy reading.